Imagine getting into a car, expecting to be home in minutes. Claudia Wilbert did. Instead, she disappeared. Hours later, she was found murdered. No suspect, no arrest, no name, only a car and a driver who was never found. So, here's the question. Who was behind that wheel? And how did he disappear without a trace? Welcome to Jenny in Crime. Tonight we open a case from Rheinbach, North Rhine-Westphalia. A young woman leaves a disco. She gets into a car. She never makes it home. This is the unsolved murder of Claudia Wilbert. Claudia was public information describes Claudia Wilbert as a young woman in her late teens. She lived near Rheinbach, not far from Bonn. She went out with friends. She had plans, a future. There were no reports of threats, no known disputes, no warning signs. Nothing about her life suggested danger, which means this case does not begin with drama. It begins with normality, and that is what makes it terrifying. The last night. In 1979, Claudia spent an evening at a local disco. Music, crowds, laughter. A typical night out. At some point, she prepared to go home. Witnesses later stated that she was seen getting into a car. That moment is the last confirmed sighting of her alive. No confirmed public identification of the driver. No verified registration number released. No clear reconstruction of what was said. After entering that car, Claudia vanished. She did not arrive home. She did not contact anyone. She simply disappeared into the dark. The wait. At first, there was uncertainty. Maybe she stayed somewhere. Maybe she was delayed. But as hours passed, silence became heavier. When she failed to return, fear replaced doubt. Authorities were contacted. A missing person case began. And the clock was already working against her. The discovery. Claudia Wilbert's body was found. Publicly available information confirmed she had been murdered. The exact circumstances were never fully detailed publicly, but it was clear. This was homicide. The timeline indicates the crime occurred shortly after she was last seen. The offender acted quickly, and then he vanished. The driver. Every cold case has a central question. In this one, it is simple. Who was driving that car? Investigators retraced Claudia's final movements. They examined the disco. They spoke with witnesses. But in 1979, investigations relied almost entirely on memory. No mobile phone data. No GPS tracking. No security cameras mapping her path. Descriptions were limited. Details were inconsistent. The driver was never conclusively identified. And without him, the case stalled. A crime with few traces. What makes this case so disturbing is not complexity. It is simplicity. One vehicle, one isolated moment, one young woman alone, no confirmed suspect emerged, no forensic breakthrough led to arrest. The crime scene yielded no publicly known evidence strong enough to name a killer. Silence became the defining feature of the case. And silence protects those who leave nothing behind. The psychology of the moment. There was no long buildup. No stalking narrative publicly confirmed. No public evidence of obsession. Just opportunity. One decision. Accepting a ride. In the late 1970s, this did not automatically signal danger. It was common. It was practical. But opportunity is enough, and opportunity does not leave witnesses. Media and public appeals. Over time, the murder of Claudia Wilbert resurfaced. Media reports revisited the case. Public appeals were made. The case appeared in connection with Aktenzeichen XY, Ungelöst, Germany's crime television program, known for revisiting unsolved cases. Each time, the hope was the same, that someone would remember something, a face, a car, a strange interaction, but no decisive lead followed, no arrest, no closure. What we know. The confirmed facts remain. Claudia Wilbert went out in 1979. She was last seen entering a car. She was later found murdered. The offender has never been identified. These facts have not changed in decades. What we don't know. Whether she knew the driver, whether the crime was planned, whether it was impulsive. We do not know if the offender was local or passing through. We do not know if he committed another crime. Cold cases are defined by these gaps, not because no one cared, but because evidence fades. The possibility that remains. The most unsettling possibility is simple. If the driver was never identified, he may have returned to normal life. He may have gone to work, had a family, aged without suspicion, while Claudia never came home. That imbalance is what keeps cold cases alive. Why this still matters. Claudia Wilbert was not just a name in a file. She was expected home. She had people waiting. Justice does not expire. Even decades later, one memory can reopen a case. One detail can shift everything. A night out, a car ride, a life taken. The driver was never found. If you want more NRW cold cases told with care and clarity, subscribe to Jenny in Crime and tell me, was this planned or pure opportunity? Until the next file, this was Jenny in Crime.